What are the sources of Islamic law in determining halal products? The determination of halal products in Islam is based on the main sources of Islamic law, which include the Koran and Hadith, traditions and sayings of the Prophet Muhammad. The following is a further explanation of how these sources are used in determining halal products. Number 1. Al-Quran. The Quran is Islam's holy book, which is considered a direct revelation from Allah to the Prophet Muhammad. Although the Quran does not explicitly provide a list of halal or haram products, several verses in the Quran provide general guidelines regarding food and drink. An example is the verses which state that pork, blood, and animals slaughtered other than those in which Allah's name is mentioned are haram. Quran. Surah Al-Baqarah, paragraph 2 and 173. Quran. Surah Al-An'am, paragraph 6 and 145. Number 2. Hadith, Sunnah. Hadith is a record of the actions, sayings, and agreements of the Prophet Muhammad. These hadiths play an important role in establishing halal products as they provide more details about what is halal and haram based on the Prophet's practices. For example, there are many hadiths that detail how to slaughter animals in accordance with halal principles, including mentioning Allah's name when slaughtering. Number 3. Ijma, Muslim agreement. Ijma is a Muslim agreement, which means that something has been agreed as halal or haram by the majority of Islamic scholars. Ijma is used as a source of law when there is not enough information in the Quran or Hadith to make a decision. An example of the use of ijma in determining halal products is the agreement that canned alcohol is haram. Number 4. Qiyas, analogy. Qiyas is a method of determining law by making an analogy of cases that have been regulated by the Al-Quran and Hadith with similar cases that have not been regulated. It is used to decide whether something is halal or haram by referring to the principles contained in Islamic legal sources. Number 5. Istilah, compilation of law from Islamic principles. Istilah is a method of legal determination that involves drafting laws based on basic Islamic principles without direct reference to the Quran or Hadith. It is used when a new situation or product arises and its halal or haram status needs to be determined based on Islamic principles. It is important to remember that the interpretation and application of the sources of Islamic law may vary between different schools of thought, sects within Islam, and between countries with different Islamic legal traditions. Therefore, halal certification bodies and Islamic religious authorities usually have a role in determining halal products and granting halal certificates based on these sources of Islamic law.